Brandon Stevens. So I know, as we all know, a lot of Ravens fans don't really like how the season ended with Brandon Stevens. So it was reported that he got 36 million and 23 fully guaranteed. So this is my opinion about Brandon Stevens. I think he was a good player the first year that the Ravens drafted him, but I think personally everybody knows he took a step back, like this last past season. He was so bad. He was so bad. This man was giving up so many yards, especially the teams like the Kansas City Chiefs. Like the first game they played last year, they was targeting Brandon Stevens a lot, and he was giving up a lot of yards. And the sad thing is, he had transitioned from playing corner to playing safety, but he was actually a good corner his first year. His first year, he was a good corner. I don't know what happened after that first year, but he fell off badly. He fell off so badly. And it was kind of like, what happened to this guy? Because I remember there was the game against the Bengals. He was covering Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase was having he was struggling against Brandon Stevens. That one game that he had matched up against each other. But after that, defense this past season really struggled. I know they got rid of Marcus Williams. Well, they didn't get rid of him, they benched him. They got rid of the guy from Buffalo. The guy from Buffalo, the cornerback, they got rid of him, and the defense started to play a little better. They played better, but somehow the Ravens kept Brandon Stevens all this time. They kept him this long. And it didn't make any sense, because I'm thinking to myself, he's doing so bad. Why are they keeping him? It don't make any sense. Why are they keeping him? And don't get me wrong, he's played all 17 games. He's played all 17. He's a good cornerback or safety, or wherever you put him. He's durable, he can play, he can tackle. But this man is just, he gets torched too much. Jamar Chase, even in that Bills game against the Buffalo Bills in the divisional round, in that playoff game, they were throwing to his side a lot. They was throwing to his side a lot. And it was always seemed like he was giving up a big play. It was sad. It was so sad. He was giving up too many big plays. It's too many big plays. and the defense is tired, like they're getting gassed. So personally, I think the Ravens did good letting him go. The Jets can have him. What is it, like 3 years? Yep. 23 million fully guaranteed. I think he'll be okay with them. Not a lot of expectations for the Jets anyway, because they're so bad with the Aaron Rodgers crap and all of this other stuff they got going on with them. And he was he was a good he was good at one time, but his time has ended now. It's time to move on. It's been time to move on from Brandon Stevens. Brandon Stevens, like like he like it was a matter of time, because first 10 weeks last season, Ravens were so bad. They were ranked like bottom of the league in defense. After the bye week, they were like ranked number top 5 defense. But it was like, if they can make those changes and get rid of get rid of like Eddie Jackson from the Bears, and they know the problem, then why couldn't they do it with this man? Like, why it took him so long to now go on another team? Like, it took them this long. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, he played 92% of all the plays on the defensive side of the ball. He played all 92%. And he was a 3rd round pick, 2021. And he was a good player, but something's gotta end. This had to end. This had to end. And yeah, I'm interested to see what they do now on defense, because they have Kyle Hamilton now. I think Ardarius Washington is I think he's an unrestricted free agent, so I think he's staying. And they still have Marlon Humphrey. So the thing was with that defense, I think they like the after the bye week, when they started getting better, they placed Ardarius Washington back as safety, and they placed Kyle Hamilton back at safety with they had Ardarius Washington and Kyle Hamilton back at safety. So that really helped the defense, because they understood how to set the tone when passes were coming past the linebackers into the secondary. And then they also have Nate Wiggins. So this defense is getting interesting now. Brandon Stevens is he was a liability. He was a big liability. He's a big corner. He's 6'1", 15 pounds, but he's not the cornerback that they drafted in the 3rd round. He's not that same guy anymore. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Stevens is now a New York Jet. They can have him. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, do you think the Ravens should have kept him, or do you think it was his time to go? That's all I got for y'all today. This is it was time for him to go. It was time for